Disrespect your surroundings.
I'm the Hardcore Gamer, this is Hardcore Quickies, and this is Virtual On Cyber Troopers. Now, it's no secret that I like robots. Giant shiny robots whose favourite thing ever is smashing the shit out of each other. In a world where robots are currently used to build our stuff, dance for our amusement, or just awkwardly get beaten up by scientists, it can only be a matter of time before these beautiful machines are fighting our battles for us too. Imagine a future where any kind of dispute will be settled via mechanised combat. Anything from someone jumping in the line in Starbucks to thermonuclear war, and in the case of Virtual On Cyber Troopers, negotiating business deals. For reals. That rhymed. Unintentional. Virtual On Cyber Troopers is a beat-em-up game made by Sega's famous AM3 department and released in 1996 in arcades and on Sega Saturn, and spoilers, it's pretty fun. In the universe of the game, all of the governments of the world are controlled by multinational corporations, and instead of hopping into a boardroom for debates, they send in the robots, or virtuaroids, which is the hardest name to pronounce in the world, bloody Sega, to settle disputes by the medium of combat. Sweet, sweet violence. This, in case you hadn't already figured out, is a fighting game. Although in an interesting twist, is presented in a third-person viewpoint, which is pretty neat. It enables you to really see the Gundam-esque character models from all angles. There are 8 virtuaroids available at the start of the game, each with their own strengths, weaknesses, attacks and weaponry, each looking very much like a stereotypical Japanese mecha, which is right up my alley. All their designs are unique and easily distinguishable from each other, even their colour schemes are different, although they all seem to be powered by a Sega Saturn, which is pretty cool. The fighting controls are mapped to 5 of the Saturn's 6 buttons, as 2 of the buttons do the exact same thing for some reason, allowing you to perform various missile or melee attacks. And there's a button for dashing, because sometimes you just gotta dash, man. The shoulder buttons turn your camera, which is pretty old school and takes a bit of getting used to, especially as it pans slowly if you're moving and only quickly if you stand still. Although at least in my playthrough, it's pretty forgiving and doesn't tend to attack if you can't see your opponent, which is nice. The controls are basically geared for the expensive but still available Saturn dual stick controller, although this is the only game compatible with it. Along with some pretty badass, for the time at least, explosion effects, there is also some simple damage modelling with bits of robot flying in all directions based on how low their life bar is, which is especially evident during the continue screens after a defeat, where teeny humans attempt to fix these giant behemoths' pretty robot faces. All in all, this is a pretty fun game. It's by no means a game changer, and it feels very dated in its control scheme, but if you fancy something a little bit different, I'd say it's definitely worth your time. It's relatively cheap to get hold of nowadays too, despite being a little on the uncommon side, and with versions on the Dreamcast, PS2 and the PS Network, there are plenty of ways to give it a bash. Or, you know, come over. Whatever. I'll get pizza! Anyways, I've been the Hardcore Gamer. Join me next time for a much better video, but for now, go away. Hey everybody, me again. Thank you very much for watching this video. I really hope you enjoy it. I know it's been a bit of a long time since my last video, but I've had a lot going on here. I've been moving house and sorting all kinds of things out, so it's been pretty hectic here, but now I have a schedule, I have a whiteboard. Things are going to start moving a little bit more quickly, so thank you for sticking with me. Huge thanks to all my new subscribers. There's been a few popped up recently, which is great. Stick with me. Got some cool stuff coming. Like and subscribe if you haven't, and definitely catch me next time for some good videos. See you then.